Hey Arizona, did you know it can cost up to $4,000 to hire a lawyer to expunge your marijuana record? Why do that when Reclaim Your Future free? Find out if you're eligible at azexpunge.org. That's azexpunge.org. Hey Arizona, did you know it can cost up to $4,000 to hire a lawyer to expunge your marijuana record? Why do that when Reclaim Your Future will do it for free? Find out if you're eligible at azexpunge.org. That's azexpunge.org. Hey Arizona, did you know it can cost up to $4,000 to hire a lawyer to expunge your marijuana record? Why do that when Reclaim Your Future will do it for free? Find out if you're eligible at azexpunge.org. That's azexpunge.org.
Like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show on the road on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site www.brealtvcontest. What it do, baby boo? I'm Dr. Greenthumb. To the far side of the bus, we got the one and only Eric Big Drum Bobo.
Buddy.
And to his right, one of the baddest DJs on the planet, DJ Lord.
What up, my people?
And we have the utility player, Trace Nunes.
I like how you put that little razz on the end of it.
Yeah, gotta do it. We are in Lord's backyard. We're in Lord's backyard ATL right now. How does it feel to be home, Lord?
Feels great to be home.
Oh Lord.
Make me want to get some Fox Brothers wings and go to Magic City, stop out at Cheetah.
Yeah, baby.
Feels great to
He's
be
not
back.
tripping. Acting like I'm just kidding. He ain't kidding.
We're having technical difficulties here.
We ain't gonna see Lord for like the next day or so. Disappear.
I'm gonna have to put an Apple tag on him.
Yeah, put an Apple tag on. It's gonna pop off tonight at the Tabernacle. Man, it's a legendary spot. Know what I'm saying? We've done many shows there from back in the day, and we killing it, to this day. And it's gonna be popping off tonight. I ain't gonna overload on no chicken wings tonight, because I'll tell you what, a lot of people don't know, but some of the best wings are right here in ATL, in Georgia.
Fact.
Erie.
You know what else is in Jordan?
What else is in Georgia?
ETL specifically.
What?
Coca-Cola Museum.
Coca-Cola Museum.
Tracy
Eddie gonna disappear in this.
Lord's gonna go to the strip club. Tracy's going to the Coca-Cola
world.
Where's Bobo going?
Yeah.
I'm bike riding.
Piedmont Park, Beltline.
Yes, I will be creating the smoke signals in the church. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be awesome tonight. kind of bust down a few different things and see, you know, how they land and whatnot. And I want to give a big shout out to folks that came out, you know, to the Texas shows, man. Incredible energy in Dallas.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Good to see you. Smell like you guys up here. There he is, right there.
Dog.
How you doing, family? Good, man. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I just wanted to come represent, man. You know what I mean? Let y'all know
Dear Lord, man.
it was Lord, my pleasure, man. God bless you. It was a pleasure to be on the ride with you boys, man.
Do you need a hit from the bank?
Who wanna take a big hit? Hey, all that good shit. With the big
Hit from the palm.
Who wanna take a big hit? All that good shit. With the big
Hit from the palm.
Who wanna take a big hit? All that good shit. With the big
Hit from the palm.
Who wanna take a big hit? All that good shit. With the big Cypress
It's so gentle. Hit the phone and hit that ring jack. Hit the bumper jack. Like it, unplug it, don't scream. Never complain when I hit Mary. With that thing in the eye at the cherry. She's so good to me when I pack a fresh roll out. Don't get the bird up the smoke through the bumper, then water. Taking it yours, so I got some. Take another hit and I hold it. Just like Tom, I get the ball and I reload it. I can aim, but I'm gonna hit it strong.
Hit it strong.
As I take hits from the palm. Hey to the motherfucking train, oh boy. Hey to the motherfucking train. Hey to the motherfucking train, oh boy. Hey to the motherfucking train. One, right there, the left, with the bump, that hit to it, gonna put the big cut. Hey, queen, I see. And for the time, we now in the nine, motherfucking get right. Take my homies for some ride. Next thing you know, when you pick the six, don't get out, cock the hammer, then press that. Motherfucking train, oh boy. Hey to the motherfucking train. Gotta look over my shoulder. I remember the days when I was a young kid growing up, looking in the mirror, dreaming about blowing up. Rock crowd, take money, give it money, sign autograph, whatever the people want. You ain't heard about the Dr. Greenthumb show? Check it out on YouTube Monday through Friday live, motherfuckers. Now I need a drop from everybody in here. Stop the music real quick. Into this camera. On the count of three. You say, you are watching the Dr. Greenthumb show. 1, 2, 3. You are watching the Dr. Greenthumb show.
Crazy. And Austin, crazier. Because, you know, Austin is like a Cypress Hill city. You flex into their busting out.
So like, I don't know what it is. You guys all have general admission, right? Nobody has Liberty lunch? Hey, everyone's got GA, right? Yes. No VIP? GA, right? There you go. Hello. GA, right? What up, what up? Oh, Mike.
You guys go.
GA, right?
Thank you. Looks like you got an old school shirt on. What's
Yeah,
going on?
Man, my favorite albums, but I've been jamming them since the 90s when they had their subtitle, the Pigs album. I call it the Pigs album.
What's your favorite song you want to hear performed by them?
Tequila Sunrise.
Everybody say Cypress!
Have you guys seen Cypress before?
Yeah, we've been here.
It's not your first time?
No,
it's not.
How many times?
We got this shirt the last time we came.
Nice. All right. You excited to see him today?
Yes.
What's the most exciting thing you want to see today?
Atmosphere.
Show, Monday through Friday on YouTube Live. Check it out for all you fucking stoners out there.
Salute to everybody that was in Dallas that came out, because y'all was incredible. Salute to the d.o.c who came out. Chuck D was in the building.
Hell yeah.
For the Texas pop-off, man. I'm sure y'all seen it in the clips. You know what I mean? If y'all haven't, well, you might see it right now for this show right here. I don't know. Shit happens. Anyway, it was dope, man. Dope vibe in Texas. And shoot. Now we in ATL, about to pop it off.
It was good to see Chuck D in Dallas. Man, you know, it was really, that was always a good deal to see our brother.
Yeah, that surprised me. You know, I didn't know he was gonna be out there until we got out there.
He didn't tell me either. He's up on a covert mission. Popped up on me.
Yeah.
But it's always great to see Chuck.
We had a good lunch with the OG. Went to the ramen spot. Was trying to get sushi initially, but you know, they were closed. You know, most really good sushi spots, they don't open till like 4 or 5 till dinner time. We don't fuck around. But we went to this ramen spot. What was it? Ginya something. Bomb.
It was bomb.
And you know, we had a nice discussion about many things. Profits of rage being
Oh, shit.
that's hilarious. Hilarious conversation, I gotta say. But nonetheless, it was great to be around the OG, man. That's my mentor, my big bro. Lord's mentor and big bro.
Yes, sir.
Mean shit. And then to see the d.o.c in Dallas, he looks good, man. Looks like he's been in the gym often. You know what I'm saying?
Tall.
Well, yeah, he's
I think
always been tall.
He's tall,
But he's taller than you expected. Huh?
Yeah, he's taller than I
Yeah, he's a tall dude. Like, you know, I thought he was just a little bit taller than me, but he's a lot taller.
like basketball height.
Oh man, you ain't playing.
It was dope talking to him. He said that as of recent, he's trying to use the line "get out of the house more," and he's really trying to get back into this music thing. And said,
Yeah,
he can. There are ways.
love D.o.c.
He's a hell of a ghostwriter. So
Yeah.
you can always have a good name.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was the
period.
biggest hits, biggest hip hop gangster hits. He
Now look,
wrote
yeah, he did.
lyrics,
Bars.
So
Hey, and we did 2 specific customized flip for Texas. One that involved, his shit. If you didn't go to that show, I'm sorry. Because it's gonna change up tonight. We're gonna do something different here in ATL. I don't know what it is,
It's gonna be something.
but it's gonna be something. So any of you that are watching the show tonight, but that are watching the show right now, but that are going to the show tonight, pay attention. We'll do something special for ATL, just like we did with Texas. You know what I'm saying? Do something special.
Bring it.
sometimes get a little concerned. I see it on Lord's face when it's a day of show. He says, "You know what? We're gonna try this. We're gonna flip it like this."
That's the thing about this particular tour. We've been flipping shit almost every show, but like not anything planned out, spur of the moment. Like, what about this? And then everybody sets the task on thinking on how we pull it off. Then we all come to the conclusion on how to do it, and then we just do it. We don't even fucking rehearse this stuff. It's just like bang.
Yeah.
Like Set Dog caught it the other night.
Yeah.
In Dallas when we did the flip, and he didn't rehearse it. It was Lord barely told him like right before we were going to go on. Hey, Set Dog, I'm going to flip this one part. I just want you to be ready for it. It's going to come here, and then I told Set, don't worry, I got you locked. I'll back you up to make sure you stay on track.
It's like a sports team.
Yeah,
right. And it's last minute play, last minute audible. You got to be ready. We're at that point.
Sometimes
That's
I
like
got
some
the
jazz improv.
And then there was one in the playbook that Lord and I talked about, like way before it happened. It was like, hey, when we get to Texas, we're gonna try this. But we only discussed it.
right.
We didn't like go through it. And then we told you about it. We didn't go through it. Everything was just off the rip. Like,
Y'all had told me about that one, and then there was the other one that we all had discussed. I totally forgot that we were doing that. So like when it came on, the minute it came on, it's like, oh, that's what we're doing. Because I totally didn't, I wasn't gonna switch. I wasn't gonna switch the brain. But I heard that, and I'm like, okay, they got it.
you know what I like that Trace and Aton started getting is the interaction with the actual folks coming to the meet and greet in some of the crowds, like talking to people, like asking them questions, like what this means to them, like what's the songs they want to hear, or whatever random ass questions you guys are asking. Like, what are you guys asking about?
That was a great idea to get, I'll use the word content from them, because the meet and greet fans, man, they are so excited when they're in line. They got their memorabilia to sign. They all have stories for you, which you guys, the cool thing about it is you guys are hearing stories of yesteryear and as of recent as well. And so it's cool to meet all these people, and they always got something to say, so we had to capture that on film for sure.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is that we've been getting a lot of people that are first timers to the show. Like, this is their first time coming to a Cypress Hill show, and some of them are bringing their kids.
That's dope.
Like,
That's really good.
every damn meet and greet we've been having, there's been at least 4 or 5, families that come through. There was a whole family
Right.
that came through today.
The families, the parents are getting a little bit more lenient.
But
I
just
think-
think, we're the parents now. Like, their parents are our age.
Right. But
You know what I mean? Like, I would totally take my daughter to a hip hop show. Like Lauryn Hill, for instance, right? If Lauryn Hill was playing and I thought Soul needed to see Lauryn Hill, I would totally fucking take my daughter to see Lauryn Hill.
Right. But then you have a parent that's going to bring their kid to a Cypress Hill show, and the kid is about 8 or 9 years old, and the kid is saying his favorite song is "It's from the
It's
Ball."
from the ball.
I want to get high.
Oh my God.
Then we're the whole other thing. Lauren Hill is safe. Lauren Hill is there. Yeah. But you're gonna have
We up. Yo, I'll tell you when I heard that.
yo,
That got me like, that's your favorite phone.
because that it wouldn't happen, when we were kids. If it was like bad words, you weren't playing that.
This is the difference, though. This is the difference. Is that kid he's in extreme sports, like he rides, little motocross shit. And those kids, like the skaters, are very punk rock. They listen to what the fuck ever, and the parents they deal with it because at least they're not in the street fucking up. Better that they're into this extreme sport and they're listening to that song than out there, doing some worse shit, really doing some worse shit. So I think, and, their parents grew up with us, listening to us. So it's like their parents feel safe with us because they know we're not encouraging people to go do any fucking foul shit. All our shit is like aggressive, but it's to tie it into a positive, movement.
Do you think that dad has already let his son hit the weed?
I hope not. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I found my way to it young. I would imagine my mother and father. My mother smoked weed. Father didn't till very late in the game. They didn't want me touching that shit. You know what I mean? But it's like we find our way to it as kids. I think when you're like straight up front with the kids, your kids in particular, and you're not necessarily sheltering away from them, they don't have the same interest that they would as if you didn't allow them to see it or know about it. You know what I mean? Like some kids will be like, "Oh, Pop, what are you doing? It smells. Go smoke outside." Whereas when you're trying to hide it, like you're fucking like, "What's Pop doing outside? Oh shit. What's he doing? What's that smell? Oh, that's that."
My brother did that.
No, but I'm saying that's the difference when you're doing it like it's nothing and you're like trying to be upfront. It's not a big deal to them because then they could go say to their friends who are maybe trying to encourage you or they're curious and they want to use you through their curiosity. Be like, "My fucking father smokes that shit all the time. I know what that's about. I don't need none of that shit." I mean,
and I'll use the analogy. It's the same type of thing. I was growing up. My family's in the wine business, so it's the same thing as children growing up with wine. It's obviously you don't want kids drinking wine, but they introduced it to us to the point of, like you said, I believe truly if they'd like hidden it from you, keep it from you, and that
you want to do it more.
Yeah, it's that thing where it's so interesting, and why are they trying to keep it away? That you would probably go after it. This way, cat's out the bag, and I could care less when I was a kid.
Well, because our parents and their parents before them didn't want to talk about the things. Right. They just wanted to keep us from it. You know what I mean? But they didn't want to tell us why.
Mm-hmm.
And probably because some of them didn't even really know.
They're not really explaining.
They stood away from it because of the way their parents taught them. And their parents had fucked up information. You know what I mean? It carries on.
Yeah, granted, like, my mom, she would, like, on certain holidays, I'd have a little sip of wine, little
Sure.
things, control, whatever. So it wasn't a thing that I was really wanting to get to it, like you were saying. But if you do shelter it, like my brother did with his daughter, he's going downstairs, she's oblivious, and then she smells, what's that smell coming up from the vents? And then when she's out partying with her friends that she's older, that smell just hit her back like, wait a minute. That's what my dad's been doing. That he smoked.
You can't shelter them. Sometimes, people don't want their kids to see some drunk person and shit. It's like, you gotta let them see it.
You'll let them see that.
Hey, listen, this is what you look like if you let yourself make the wrong decisions and you're fucking overdoing it. This is what you look like. Take a fucking good look at that.
These are the consequences.
You know what I mean? If you're like, fucking, oh, don't look at that, turn around, let's take the kid out of here. They'll never know. And then they end up experimenting experimenting and doing crazy shit, and they end up with their own fucking problems later. You know what I mean?
It's like a puppy in a fence. As soon as you
can't drive them to it, but you can't shelter them.
Exactly. That's the fine line right there. Because for me, it's like, what am I going to tell, myself? Don't do it. It's dangerous. Everything like this. Look, this is how you make a living. You're in a band that talks about this and preaches about this, and you're on YouTube taking big hits from the ball. I can't say no.
You got to make the Gil Bobo deal.
Yeah,
you got to make the Gil Bobo deal. 13 years old. You got to turn in the grades. You know what I mean? And it's a one-time thing, right? The rest happens after you're 18.
Yeah.
Let's try one time. Yeah. Right here, right in front of me.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, we got his nephew.
Oh man.
His nephew Val. You've met Val, right?
Yeah.
Val's a good kid.
Man.
He was intrigued by the cannabis, by the Mary Jane, and because his Uncle Bobo is a part of Cypress Hill. And, he asked his father, hey, Pop, or what does he call him? Father.
Yeah.
Father, I would like to try some cannabis like
Father.
Uncle Eric. Okay. Gotta get them grades up, though. And blah, 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 right? So you got the grades up, and it wasn't 13, it was 16. He brought him to me. I didn't know I was a part of this. You know what I'm saying? I get a knock at the door, and it's Bobo's brother Gil. Yo, it's Val's birthday. He got his grades up. He wanted to try cannabis for the first time.
That's great.
I brought him to Uncle Be Real. I'm like, okay.
That's great.
And we smoked him out.
Man.
But this father right there, parental supervision. He only took a couple hits. He didn't try to power it down like
weed was strong, man. The weed was strong.
After 2 hits, he was like falling asleep. And he didn't want to do the shit no more. He didn't do the shit until he was 19.
Yeah. It was
after that. It took him another 3-4 years to settle back in and say, oh, you know what, I'll try it again. I did the same shit to my son when he turned 16 or 17. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, you got the grades up. Let you try it one time, and that's it. After that, you gotta wait till.
Yeah.
But you gotta make some fucking commitments here, and I made him make his certain commitments, and he met all the requirements.
Well, I think
I did the same thing to him as we did to Val. Was that I let him smoke with us. He didn't take but 2-3 hits like Val. He got smashed. And then he didn't want to smoke anymore, and he smokes occasionally here and there. He's not like he don't smoke like we do. Yeah. People would think, oh, your son's got to be a crazy, heavy smoking high.
And I think
I drove that shit out of him. You know what I mean? Like you don't got to live up to what I do. Fuck that.
I don't know what it was for me, because after I was really messed up, couldn't walk and everything, I went hard. Maybe. You're a little fucked up. I don't know.
Second round.
But
maybe I'm a little fucked up.
I wanted a little more. So then it started with my bro, and I understood.
You became a bigger Leaves player than he.
Yes, I did that.
You started beating him at Leaves. Do you know what Leaves is, Lord?
What is Leaves?
Leaves is a game of twisting, burning, and smoking.
No.
What are the rules?
Well, basically, it was like what it was that back in the day, my bro would have the top of the shoebox, and then he's separating the seeds, stems, and all that kind of stuff. Old school shit, right? So then, I busted him one time. I'm like, yo, what are you playing? What are you playing? They're like, you playing Leaves? I want to learn to play Leaves. I go to Leaves. So I just soaked the nigga up. A pile of weed, these seeds, these stems, and he's doing all this, moving it around. I'm like, oh, he's playing the game. I want to play play that.
Hey, was that your first time seeing weed? On that shoebox?
Yes.
That was
My
your
dad
first
had
time?
a shoebox.
What year was that, would you say?
I have to say that this was like, I was like 9 years old.
1970, what? 79?
Yeah, 78, 79.
Wow, that was your first exposure to weed. How about you, Lord? What was your first date you saw weed? And what was it like? What was the scenario?
It was around that time, 1980, 81. Stepfather, trying to win the family, big time, remember? And I found a bag of weed in the closet.
Oh, shit.
My brother had already known it was in there, getting it every day to school. I would always smell it. And one day he went in my mom's room and came out late for school. I went in there behind him and he left the shit all shabby, and that's some big ass fucking trash bag. So the stepfather, the shrimper, my mom was saying was doing more than the shrimpo. See what I mean?
Yeah. So that was your first.
That was my first time.
How old were you?
8, 9, 10.
8.
That whole thing right there, figuring shit out. Atari.
How about you, Tracy Eddie?
Mine was probably my best friend's parents. They were the first one. As much as I think they tried to, I don't want to use the word keep it from us, they definitely didn't have it always around, but they were the first ones. And I remember one time we had walked into their house, and remember the old school metal TV trays?
Yeah.
Well, it was filled, and we're talking back, I'm going to say this is probably 75, 76. So, this was that Mexi press weed with sticks and stems in it. And when we walked in, and he literally had the TV tray up like this, and he was scooping, and the stems and the seeds were falling out to the bottom. Remember how you had to separate all of that? And that was the first time I'd seen that, and I had no idea what it was, what he was doing. And then, like you had said earlier about that smell, I had smelled it, and then I had smelled it again, and then that's when I put 2 and 2 together. Then wow, I think that's that marijuana stuff they're talking about. That was my first time.
Yeah, fuck. I think I was like, I don't know, because I remember 2 specific things. I remember, at my first cousin's house, my mother's niece. She lived in Inglewood. We went to visit her, and I remember seeing weed with some little scissors on top of the Beatles album cover.
The scissors, I forgot about that too.
Those skinny little fucking scissors and this little roach clip on the fucking side. That was the first time, and then the second time I seen it. And I don't know how old I was when I saw that with the Beatles thing. I'm gonna say I was probably 8 or something. Then I see it again at 11 with, at my other cousin's house. Like he's, around my age, just a couple years younger. His father is like I think a Vietnam veteran. He had this little box. One day he opened it up in front of us and he started rolling himself a joint. He's like, this is for my back. This is medicine for my back because I don't want to take no fucking pills.
Wow.
So I don't want you guys tampering with my fucking box of medicine.
Hey, that guy was ahead of his time, real then, if you think about it. He was on the medicinal thing way before.
He had Purple Hearts and everything. Like, like he...
War hero.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. My cousin's father. And, I always looked up to him, so I kept away from his shit when he said. But with my cousin, he would not ever listen to him. He would always try to be showing me his father's shit. and his father would leave little booby traps, right? So, hey, I'm going to work. You 2 little guys, don't go in my room over here. You stay out of my room.
First place they wanted to go. First place they wanted to go.
The first thing my cousin did was take me to that room because he wanted to show me what was in the room. this nice recording station where it's like an inch reel, like a 2-inch reel, or not even a 2-inch like that. Half-inch reel, whatever like that.
Yeah.
It's a fucking brand new shit, you know? And then his box of medals. And then we peeked in his box of weed, and then we're giggling about it because we're little kids, you know what I mean? We fucking roll out, and later on he comes home.
Oh, shit.
Busted. And he goes, front and center. and my cousin and I had to stand up in front of him and fucking gave it to my cousin. And, you know, we were wondering why, you know, like, how did he know we went in the room? And he told us, he goes, I told you guys not to go in the room. Oh. I knew you were going to go in the room, so I set this little paper up right here. When I found it on the floor, I knew you went into the room. That's why he got his little ass kicked. I want you to learn something from that, Louis.
Booby trap.
Like, oh, booby traps.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from that there, bro.
That's cool right there.
That's cool. Yeah. He just stuffed a little paper in the wedge. He didn't think we would think nothing of it. Sure did. Opened it, paper drops. We don't see it.
No, of course not.
We walk right past it.
Yeah. Not even thinking.
Busted.
Yeah.
That put me on to so many different things at a very young age, right there, man.
That's where
that guy, Jeff. Salute to Jeff, my cousin's father.
I told my
fucking OG straight up.
I told my son, look, I'm gonna tell you now, whatever drug that you're on and you try and you don't tell me, I'm gonna know exactly what you're on because I've done it.
Yeah.
So don't fool me, don't play with me. I'm telling you this now.
I said, talk to me about it.
Yeah,
talk to me about it.
You know what's the crazy shit about my cousin's father? He knew I didn't know how to swim, right? He fucking pushed me right in the pool. It starts, swim! Swim, motherfucker, kid! I looked out of swim.
Swim or die. Learn a lot from him. Learn a lot from him.
A lot from him.
Those are those life lessons.
I swear to God, I learned how to swim from that shit. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't swim for shit.
But you learned that.
You can't swim. Kick! Kick right now! Kick!
Kicking for his life. I'm throwing you.
That motherfucker didn't help me neither. I fucking sure enough learned how to swim after that. He was ice cold, but I mean, you know, he was in the army. That's probably the same shit.
Sink or swim.
Yeah, sink or swim.
You learned about swimming and booby traps.
Booby traps and swimming, dog. Straight up.
Winning.
Learn how to be stealth and learn how to swim.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we're gonna cut into this break. We'll be back with more Dr. Greenthumb show right after this.
What up, everyone? C-Minus here, Be Real TV, live at the Slide Away Fest here at the Belasco Theater in beautiful downtown Los Angeles. And right next to me, I have Greg from Film School, who will be playing tonight at the Slide Away Festival. What's cracking, man?
Hello, how's it going?
Hey, man. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for covering it.
And hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's got a full-on production space here, huh?
Yeah, Nikki was kind enough to. He was like, I got this whole backstage
That's cool.
area.
Yeah,
he's all pick wherever you want, and that's where you can do it.
Because it's really loud outside of this room, and I'm like, I don't know how the hell they're going to do an interview, so that's good.
No, he was like, he was very, because when we were talking about it this last week, he was like, I'm going to try to get you guys set up in a room that's the quietest in the venue.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? This is it, man. So I appreciate it.
Cool.
Thank you, man. And
Yeah.
as someone that when I first hit up Nikki about the show a couple weeks ago, he was like, "Yeah, dude, check out the bands."
Yeah.
And when I started checking out the last record, Feel, that you
Yep.
put out, there was like, man, you have a new fan right here.
Oh, thank you.
So-
That's thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. And just I was really digging like Influencer, Defending Ruins.
Defending Ruins, yep. We just did a remix actually of that with Place to Bury Strangers. Do you know Place to Bury Strangers?
Yes.
Yeah, they did a remix of that song. We released it like 2 days ago. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's super chaos. Like they sped it. It's already a fast song. It's already like 160 beats per minute, and they sped it up to like double that. And it's just like intense. So yeah.
I'll check it out, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, the new ones. Yeah.
And I wanted to, we're basically celebrating the 10th anniversary of Guilty of Everything.
Yep.
And I wanted to ask if you had like a favorite track, or do you remember where the first time you heard the record, or is there a memory that you have with the album?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I was late to this album. I was basically taking a hiatus from the band and kind of music in general when it came out in 2014. So I kind of came in later, but of course I, came back to Guilty of Everything. I think that the one I want to see, the one that I'm happy to see live here is Beat Around the Bush. Because I feel like it's not a track that they might play live at some shows, it's a little bit of kind of like a deeper cut.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see Dig as well, but I think that everyone's going to see Dig at every show possibly,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's cool, man. It's like it's really special for all of us to be here tonight. I mean, I would be here regardless if I'm playing or not,
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I one of the things I've been feeling like backstage with all the bands hanging out is like there's a real there's a cool sense of community there, and everyone's like kind of hanging and talking and like smoking and like, so I was like, damn, I mean, it feels good.
Yeah, it does feel good. I think that they're a little bit of standard bearers right now for the genre, know, so it's really cool to see a band who's got some weight in the category, like pull together, bands they're fans of, or, bands that are doing something meaningful in the genre right now.
Yeah.
It is kind of getting hyped, a little bit of TikTok kind of stuff going on, but I still really appreciate, I mean, this kind of a fest wouldn't have happened 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so it's cool that they brought people together. They did that. They made this happen. They manifested this,
Yeah.
So, that's pretty tight.
Hey, what up, y'all? I'm Trevor Jackson. I'm here at the Dr. Greenthumb show, the highest show in the world. Man, the highest show in the world. I'm high right now. Come on.
Yo, what's up, Peritos? It's your boy Concrete, and I am right here at the Dr. Greenthumb show, the highest show in the world, Perritos.
The highest show in the world.
The highest show in the world, man.
Hey, it's your boy Zona Summer. You're not locked in at the Dr. Greenthumb show, the highest show in the world.
The highest show in the motherfucking world.
The highest show.
Highest show in the world.
It's way too high. It's too high.
Let's go over there.
It's the highest.
We'll see you up there.
We up there.
You're back on the Dr. Greenthumb show live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site www.brealtv.tv. Look, if you have not smashed the like yet, smash it. If you have not subscribed yet, subscribe. If you haven't cracked the all notification bell, crack it. And get down with the content we be dropping. We're dropping smoke boxes and the Dr. Greenthumb show from the road, all these things. And don't forget, it's Friday. We got the mix show right after this show. Alright, make sure you check out the Dr. Greenthumb mix show right after this, specifically on Be Real TV 2 and the home site www.bereal.tv. Come on in, get with us. And, everybody watching, let us know, all you first-time watchers, how you found the Dr. Greenthumb show. Was it on the tour? Was it through Google or through word of mouth, through your friends,
Tinder,
IG, Tinder? Let us know. We would like to know. Leave it in the comment section, all that. Not the chat, not the live chat, but in the comment section. And salute to everybody that's been dropping donations. If you've been dropping them, thank you very much. We'll get to the super chats when we're back in the studio and all that, and we will get to submissions. Keep submitting, because we'll have a fuckload of them to pop off when we get back in studio. So don't forget to keep submitting submissions. You could submit to BeRealTV at Gmail. BeRealTVcontest at gmail.com, and we will put them on. And if you're wondering where are the next Cypress Hill tour dates, go to cypresshill.com. Check the tour section. We got plenty of dates coming up. Tonight, we're at the Tabernacle, so if you ain't got your tickets yet, you might be asked out, because it might be sold out by now. If there's tickets left and you're thinking about it, you should just go get them, because it's going to pop off. The energy that Souls of Mischief is giving off is amazing. Far Side is killing it. The presentation of their set. And you already know what the Almighty Cypress is.
DJ Lord, hometown hero. Hometown court tonight.
Hometown. Can't wait to get home.
Yeah, you are home. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like after this?
Home.
After this, he gets to go home.
Exactly.
Bobo.
Yeah.
When we were in, I think it was Texas. No, it was before Texas.
It was
Tempe.
Tempe. Yeah, it started in Tempe.
Yeah, your sciatica can flare up out of nowhere. Son, you and
fire.
Hey, no lie, Bobo. You look like you were walking on pins and needles for a couple of days.
Because I was. Man, fuckers don't know that sciatica is a real thing, man.
It's a real thing.
Man, it'll make you go high pitch. It'll bring a tear to your eye. It'll have you go through a lot of emotions.
It'll have you feeling all the things.
All kinds of things, all kinds of tingles, the tingles that you don't want to feel.
The wrong tingles.
Going down your ass cheek tingles.
Ow!
Be a real cameo.
Hey, I'll say this though. Let me just say this. Bobo is a special human being, because, when we were watching him walk around, right? You guys know this. When we were watching him walk around, it was tough for him to get anywhere in that condition. But when the show started, he popped it off like you could not tell. Like, he didn't miss one beat. Didn't play soft. Played it like he had no problem through the whole night. And I know that had to have been fucking with you.
It was, man. I mean, for me, I just look at the crowd. I look at the energy that just helps, because you can't let them down. If I can't do it at all, I'm not going to even get up on the stage in the first place. If I commit, I gotta go. But I'm smart with it, because I knew I could make it, but it was going to hurt.
But I can hack it.
But it's a difference, like Trace, you said it. It's a difference between playing hurt and being injured.
Yeah, it comes from the sports analogy, and I've heard it a million times when people say, "Oh, I'm hurt," and when you get to these levels of the game that you guys are at, this is the big leagues. You know what I mean? This is the big leagues, and at this, everybody's hurt. Everybody got an ailment.
Everything hurt.
B ices his knees. Lord's got hit. Your sciatica. But there is a big difference between being injured. Everybody's hurt. So these things, like true athletes, true musicians, you guys are going to play through it.
Yeah, but
The show must go on.
I give it up to Dr. Ling in Dallas, this 80-year-old Chinese lady that hooked me up and fixed me up. So big ups to you out there, Dr. Ling.
Did you get acupuncture as well?
And she gave me acupuncture, electronic stimulation, and cupping. It gave me a couple of exercises.
You say cuddling?
Cupping.
Oh, cupping. I'm sorry. I thought you said cuddling. Cuddling.
But I told her though, and she I said, man, you really look well for your age. Oh. And then she says, you think so? Are you sure? Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was kind of awkward.
Like, what?
She told you
Wait
you
a
look good
minute.
for your age?
No, I said to her, because she says, you know, I don't like to say my age, but I'm 80. I'm like, okay, well, she looked great for her age. I said, you look really good for your age. And she says, you think so? Are you sure? And then I says, yeah. Are we gonna?
How old would you have guessed it had she not told you?
65, 60 years old.
Wow.
She's doing it.
I mean,
That's good.
she was really like, you know, in good shape, you know, and everything, and you know, so, but she was a little tiny lady.
Itty bitty.
So let me ask you this: when they were putting the needles in, they like, where did they inject the acupuncture needles in you?
I had about like I was working with like 19 needles.
Whoa,
Like
Hey,
so I had them.
19.
Yeah, I had all the sciatic nerves going into the butt cheek,
In your butt.
the butt, and then I had it in my hands, and then I had it up like in my wrist, and then my forearm.
Got a fucking needle
Yeah.
in your butt.
And when you put them in, you don't feel any of that? Like,
Oh, you feel a little pinch. It's a little pinch, but it's nothing like, you know,
It's a little prick.
little prick. It's a little prick. You know, it's a little prick. That's it. And then, but it's the electric stimulation though. She said, okay, let's test it out and see how it is.
Yeah.
And then she kind of went ham a little bit.
Oh, it's like, oh,
Man,
so let me get this straight: the needles that have electric current going through them.
they put this,
They clip
they clip on.
That's
Diode.
Frankenstein stuff.
no, but it works. It's
It works.
It's good for you.
Stimulate.
I mean, look, you got up there and started killing it the next day.
Yeah, I was up there just like, you know, I felt great. Like Tony the Tiger,
So
great.
it's gone right now.
Right now, I would say right now I'm at 95%.
95%. Still a little
Which is
linger.
A little linger, but bearable enough for me to do my due. But man, sciatica's no joke.
It is not. Especially when you do what we do. That'd be tough.
It's no joke. Y'all was looking at me bad, like, oh man, is he gonna be able to even play? Did it look bad?
Yeah, man. We was looking at you like you got hit by a
You
car.
went back to the hotel to sleep it off. I mean, that's.
I did. I sure did. I did.
You was hoping that when you woke up, it would be healed up.
Yeah.
It's a psychological thing that was happening there, but you know that shit is real. No, but you did the right thing. But the acupuncture and then the electrical stimulation.
And before that, when you guys got IVs, the nurses gave you a shot as well.
Yeah.
Tell them about that shot, Bo.
Oh, I forgot about that shot. He said, okay, they got a shot for you. I said, you got a shot for me? I mean, I'm desperate at this point. And I said, well, where's the shot gonna go in my arm? He says, no, in your butt.
The shot goes in your butt.
Like, there you go. All right.
I'm in the room, and with Bobo, and Bobo's over there rolling up his sleeve.
No, Fred.
No.
Fred.
Drop your drawers.
Don't have to spank that ass with this needle.
And the funniest thing was the pinch on the butt. And Bobo's face just it was priceless.
Yes. Yeah, because she grabbed my butt and then she like pinched it.
Took a little piece.
She doesn't pinch. I mean, I've never had that. I mean, I'm not like, no, she straight pinched my butt. She pinched my butt and then she stuck my butt with a needle. And it made me just, I felt it like, yo, my knee kind of bent a little bit. I felt like, yo, what the hell are you doing here? My knee bent, man. I'm like, oh man, this is not good. This is not good. I had to brace myself on the chair. Like, what the hell are you doing? What'd you give me? How long is that motherfucking needle?
There's no way I could not bring that story up.
Oh, shit. Good pitch, huh?
I got hit for that cheek.
I got butter back. I got butter back there. I got butter. She took advantage of it right there. Yeah, she's like, no, hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
Meaty. You got a meaty butt.
Bobo been doing squats.
Oh my. Let's go.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him about that next time. I was like, hey, yo, it's just me. I don't know if it's just me.
I'm a little fucked up.
Did you grab my ass? Even I was surprised. I was like, damn. She just took a handful of his ass.
Yo, you were surprised. You saw it. You were surprised. You were right there.
Oh.
I mean, that's I know it's the alcohol, they rub it.
Mr. International jealous.
No, you take the alcohol, you rub it, and then they just take the needle. They take it. No, she added that extra part. The pinch. The butt pinch.
What is that?
I mean,
all good, champ.
I would have felt complete. I would have felt complete then. All right.
You gonna make me cry, Bobo. Shut up.
Oh man.
Hey, but that shot brought you back.
It hit. It came through halfway through the show, like right before, you know, me and
That's what they said would happen, like about 45 minutes.
Yeah. But I was, man, for the first 5 minutes, my butt was hurt. My butt was hurt. My knee got
him in the butt.
His conscience was more hurt.
It's like, it felt like somebody came behind me, right? And then kind of like want to have me buckled or like kind of mess with the back of your knee. That's what happened with my leg after that shot.
It was with your nerves.
I was like, oh, what did you give me? Don't worry, it's gonna go on in like 30 minutes.
What have you done?
What are you doing to me?
Oh man. Hey, but it worked because you played your ass off. I gotta tell you.
Thank you.
That particular set, I even told everybody after this that I said, this motherfucker should play hurt all the time.
No, don't say that.
No, but I'm saying that's how good it was. Like you could, like, no one would have been able to tell. No one could tell because, like, you absolutely smashed it, and you didn't look or sound hurt when you were doing it. Like you didn't do it no less. You actually fucking, you know, you're always ramping up those pieces, and you didn't like take it easy. You didn't like, you know, sacrifice the moment. You fucking like actually smashed.
People are not paying to see easy.
No,
they want to get a show. So I gotta play the part. The show must go on.
Show must go on.
There it is. So if you don't see me there for some reason, then you know that something happened because I can't do it. But you know that's really not happened. There was one time that it can only be like half a show or something like that, or
the time you could do the whole show.
Right. That was my show.
Well, there was another one, but it wasn't your fault. It was weather. His rig did not make it. We did a show for D.C. for what's that station down there? What the fuck?
It was some big station. It was at RFK Stadium.
Yeah, RFK Stadium for WFHS or something like that.
Yeah,
can't remember their call sign, but it was for that. And we had to go up, and Bobo just did background vocals because we didn't have his percussions. His percussions never made it.
Never made it.
Like the truck that was bringing it got stalled out because of weather. And like, you know, he couldn't do his bit. There was no other band had percussions there that we could have borrowed. Sometimes you could borrow shit from other bands, but nobody had any percussion.
That sucks.
So he had to just pick up a mic. I think, right? I think you did that, right?
Yeah. Show must
go on.
Speaking of the show must go on, ironically, that's painted on the side of the big rigs that are hauling all the equipment around the country. And a big shout out to all those guys, the big rig drivers, our bus driver. Bobo and I had a conversation. This tour right here every single kind of weather has been thrown at you guys.
Yeah.
Heat, snow, rain, hail, you name it. Tornadoes. It has been thrown at this tour. And these big rig guys, like you're saying, oh, this didn't make it, this didn't make it. It didn't matter, man. These guys got equipment here on time. Like I said, that Denver snow and what was going on up there was nothing nice. That wasn't easy. You could be running around big rigs up there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was getting kind of nervous because our bus driver, he was driving to me kind of fast, and it was raining. It was coming down like, and I'm looking at this guy like, hey, man, you all right up there, man? We ain't in that much of a rush.
Then why don't you slow down, man? Come on, man. Slow down. Oh my God.
Had me awake.
Yeah,
I was awake too.
Yeah, see,
but you can hear him cutting through the rain, like on the ground and everything, and changing lanes and shit.
I just happened to be up at that time, so I'm looking at other 18-wheelers hauling ass, and we're hauling ass, and I'm like, yo, it's raining outside.
Yeah. Slow the fuck down.
Slow down.
Slow that ass down, baby. Yeah. Hey, but there's some bus drivers that haul ass. But there's some that are like turtle slows. I remember we had that one bus driver, Billy Ray Cypress.
Oh, Billy Ray
It's
Cypress.
the name we made up for him. You know, he seemed like Billy Ray, and he was driving for us, so we called him Billy Ray Cypress. And he had a full-blown mullet.
The mullet, everything, full-blown.
Skinny dude. He rocked a t-shirt with no sleeves on some days.
It's the real deal.
It's the real deal. Like Joe Dirt deal. You know what I'm saying? But he was the most paranoid son of a bitch whenever he was driving. He would not drive fast at all. Like, he would drive, like, slow. We'd be getting to every gig, like, last. All our parking spaces would be taken up. Our bus would have to park somewhere, like, fucking, that it wasn't supposed to be, but it's because he's getting to every venue late because he's driving slow as fuck. Because we're smoking weed back there, you know.
Paranoid.
He's paranoid and like fucking tripping, you know what I mean? He was even getting into a point where he's starting to tell us, he would open up the door or the curtain that separates the front lounge from the driver. He'd be like, I think they're following us back there.
Oh, shit.
I think there's a white van.
Oh.
Hey guys, you might want to chill on that smoke because I think there's a white van been following us for about 20 miles roundabout. Oh, and we're looking, there's no fucking white van. There's no fucking white van. You know, we had windows we could see. There was no fucking white van.
He was paranoid.
He was fucking paranoid.
Maybe the smoke was getting him paranoid too, you know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. We had to like boot him and fucking, you know, change drivers. Because he was driving too slow, and he was like also, you know, when he did see cops, he'd start driving crazy, like fucking swerving, kind of,
nervous,
like getting nervous. They were like, no, you gotta get rid of this bro. A good driver's important. The guy who's unrattled, yeah, it's the guy you need. You don't give a fuck what you're doing back here. If you're smoking, or you got the music pumping, or whatever the fuck you're doing. He's gonna drive this bitch. He's gonna drive his ass off. Him or her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The people that get rattled, you don't want them driving your fucking bus.
We had a cool bus driver one time, but he pulled over one time because, you know, we used to wrestle on the bus a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, the whole bus. I mean, you know,
we were young and stupid.
Yeah.
Coming off the high ropes.
No, you know, we're wrestling, right? We're wrestling. And our bus driver got so tired of it. But we was making noise. I mean, we was going in like everything, right? While the bus was moving. And he pulled over and he says, "Oh, God damn it."
Yeah, he wasn't too thrilled about it.
Y'all need to stop that wrestling. Y'all gonna break something.
But not real with any of that shit.
He said, wait a goddamn minute. You gonna do that shit outside? Do that shit outside.
Kind of like Dave Chappelle, before Dave Chappelle.
Quiet! I told you quiet!
Rest in peace, Bird, or one security guy that we ever had was like, shut the fuck up, dog down. Back behind that wheel. He wasn't for that shit. He was like, you're a bus driver, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know the bus. I mean,
He pulled the fuck over, man.
he pulled over.
We just imagine that door just over there.
What are y'all doing? Hey, stop that wrestling now!
And he used to be a cool driver. He had driven us before, and he was cool as fuck. And then got him on another trip, and he was just totally fucking uptight, like he never knew us.
Damn.
It's like, come on, dude. You know we're off the chain. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You know this.
He didn't last. It's another one that got put it off.
Another bites the dust.
Harvey.
Harvey.
And I mean, off top, if you're gonna, a lot of these drivers who I've spoken to, they see their roster as to who they're going to be driving for.
You know what it is.
And I mean, if your thing is not, you don't want to be around, marijuana, that you don't want to be driving the
Then
bus.
don't drive. Yeah, know who you're driving.
Don't take the kid.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's Snoop Dogg, don't drive Snoop because he's gonna be smoking. If it's Red and Meth, they might be smoking, they might not be smoking. Cypress Hill, you're knowing we're gonna be smoking, so like, you gotta make the decision. You take the job with us, you already know what the deal is.
You know what it is.
The last bus driver guy during the Slipknot tour, at the end of it, we all said our goodbyes, gave him a hug, and he said, I just want y'all to know, I swear to God, I never saw anybody smoke as much weed as y'all in my life. He said, in my life.
Any bus driver that has driven us will say that. That's real shit.
The bus driver that, I guess he was tired of the smoke, so he'd be like,
oh, yeah, remember him?
Cough like, come on, man. You have to do it extra.
Yeah, he did extra.
Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, man.
That was my last
We're
tour.
just gonna laugh at that.
We're just laughing at them.
No one's flinching at that. We don't laugh at you.
Come on.
He didn't talk to us.
Yeah. We'd say hi to him and good morning, and he would ignore us.
Grunt or something. He didn't even talk.
That's right.
That was him. And we spark up, he stopped.
That was all strictly business right there for him. He didn't like us.
And there's that perfect example. Like, hey, man, you should have checked on who you were driving. And like, if that was an issue, you should have brought that up back at the bus depot, not out on the road.
Yeah, man.
Hey, just saying.
Hey, can I say this? I know I can, and I'm going to. The posters for all these shows have been fucking ridiculous.
Amazing.
Like the artwork for all the posters from, show 1 to now, they've all been really fucking dope. Given we've been having to sign so many goddamn posters because can't keep them on the shelf. Which is a good thing. Thank you very much for everybody that's bought one. If you're watching and you came to the show and you bought one, salute to you. A lot of posters. But what's cool is in every state, they've been a different poster. In every city, they've been a different poster.
Yeah. And I'm one of these people that while out on tour, I collect tour posters. There was a dope one for the Brooklyn show with the Statue of Liberty. Boston, I forget, I think that one was like a big clover of some kind. But city to city, these different posters, the artwork by just amazing artists. They have captured the culture of the city and Cypress and kind of incorporated them into these posters where, they're literally pieces of art. It's definitely suitable for framing.
They remind me of the Fillmore art.
Yes, definitely so. And all of these tour posters are available, and I'll give it a plug at cypresshill.com. So if you want to get some dope artwork on some posters, go check them out. So, and especially if you went to some of these shows and you weren't able to grab one while you were there, it's a good chance for you to buy the poster of the show you were at.
Still got more shows to go. Where's the next one?
Where's that? Florida?
Isn't it Rockville?
Daytona, right? Daytona.
Yeah,
Rockville.
Right. Yeah.
Now, that's not the We Legalized It tour. That's one off on the side of the We Legalized It tour. So, Rockville is within itself. So, coming to Florida to do Rockville next. And when's the next We Legalized It tour date? Okay, here it is. Here it is. May 12th.
May 12th.
Where we going to be at?
We'll be in Asheville, North Carolina.
Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
So we got Welcome to Rockville, then Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville. Asheville. We're gonna call it Asheville.
Okay.
Like that. I like that. We're gonna be over there with Souls and Far Side after Welcome to Rockville. So everybody, come check us out. Don't be shy by a deacon, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's almost showtime.
Yeah, word up.
We finna go. Salute to everybody that came out to the meet and greet today. Much love to you. And if you're watching this, salute. Thank you for rolling up and being a special part of the get down. And man, can't wait to touch toes down in the tabernacle. We're gonna flip that bitch out tonight.
I'm saying, you mentioned the meet and greet, and a big shout out to those people. It's amazing how many 5150s you guys out there from this show are at the meet and greets, and it's so dope to put a face with a name.
Yeah, I mean, throughout this tour, hey man, I've been watching the podcast. Fucking dope. Salute to all y'all, man. Thank you very much. Each one teach one. Tell your friends about the Dr. Greenthumb show right here on YouTube and the home site www.breal.tv. Come on in. Be a part of the program. Let's do it.
Tell them about the dope thing you've been doing with the sweepers too, city to city for the show.
Well, yeah, I've told them that before. That we're doing, drops from the crowd. And, that's going to be a continuous thing at this point. I'm going to get every crowd dropped from here on in. So, don't get the crowd drop here tonight at ATL. We got it in Texas, both in Austin and Dallas. Got it in Tempe, or Tempe. I'll say it depending how you want to say it.
Tomato.
Tempe. That's how it should be said. I was about to say next because I thought we had submissions, but we don't.
We got to go.
We almost got to go. We're almost at the end over here, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. Once again, it was good to see Chuck D at the show.
Totally.
Over there in Dallas, man. That was
always a pleasure seeing
That was awesome.
He looks good.
I thought we would see him here at ATL. But, he's pushing different places. But I think, and I don't know, we might see DJ Hurricane, former Beastie Boy tonight. We might see him tonight.
Yeah.
Because that's our bro. We might even see some Goody Mob homies come through tonight at the Tabernacle.
Might have Big Boy Dre might come through. You never know.
I mean, I don't
Brown, organized noise.
Who knows?
ATL stand up.
ATL. And if they do come through, we gotta, get them on camera.
Luda.
ATL and make a
praise.
Montel.
Mr. Utility Guy.
Yeah, where you at?
That was a great compliment. One of the 5150s came up to me yesterday at the meet and greet and said, "What up, Trace? The utility player." I was like, thank you for that. So that's my new title, the utility.
Oh, how nice.
He's a player, all right.
Yeah.
With utilities.
International utility player.
I like that, though. That's got a nice little
That's
ring
way
to
too
it.
long for you.
That's pinky up stuff, though,
How many Cokes have you had today already?
1.
The other day he had about 7.
Don't listen to them.
Then
They've been
the
drinking
next day
tequila
he had
all day.
like, next day he had 2.5. The day after that he had like 5. And he's been calling them like 2.5. Oh my God.
He asked the bus driver, I heard him ask the bus driver to please drop him off in front of the Coca-Cola Museum.
That is a goddamn lie.
Please drop me off.
Drop him off in front of the world.
That's what he said.
I don't doubt it.
The polar bear comes out and greet him.
See how he's acting right now?
Full-blown cokehead. Of course.
Shame.
That's that he wants to be dropped off at Coke.
Shame.
Museum.
Okay. Yeah. Trace, why don't you come on the podcast today?
Private night tour.
The Coke.
That's a cokehead. We're talking about.
12-pack a day keeps the. Yeah, it just keeps the, you know.
You know what? I'm gonna have another Coke right after the end of the show. As soon as I'm out of here today, I'm gonna grab a Coke.
He's gonna have some more Coke after this.
A Coke.
After these,
in a glass bottle.
A Coke.
In a glass bottle.
after these messages.
He's gonna have too many Cokes and call it a half.
See, what he's talking about is now on the bus we got these little mini Cokes, you know, the little half Cokes. Well, don't 2 half Cokes equal 1 12-ounce Coke?
Yeah, well, you know.
Science.
I mean, I'm the only one that graduated here in this bus. So 2 halves equal a whole. Just look at this. Crickets.
I do not know these what.
No, that's why there are no more Cokes on this bus.
I mean, that's why we don't know what you don't drink in front of us, Tracy.
Like I'm sneaking Cokes? Is that what you're trying to?
No doubt.
Oh.
Shooting up.
No doubt he's shooting up.
You got a mini bar in your room? You got a mini bar in your room?
Up all the time. Yeah, of course he got a mini bar in his room.
Cokes are gone.
And when there's a 7-Eleven right down the street, like within I'm gonna say 100 steps.
Crushed ice.
The only Coke that he doesn't like the vanilla Coke. But the cherry Coke and all that stuff, Coca-Cola Light, Classic, all that. You know,
before he goes to his room, he stuffs about a 6-pack in his backpack.
That is a damn lie, too.
He's having a Coke party in his room.
He be trying to keep hydrated. Add electrolytes to his Coke.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Over there trying to fucking fucking cans of Coke on this floor.
He's smoking them dip ones, too. He liking them dip. The joint with the Coke, you know?
All right, Bob, I can't wait for your next shot.
That's all I'm saying, Blake.
He's gonna get that pitch on camera.
Maybe they'll let me do it.
He's gonna give you that pitch.
No, you're not getting anywhere near there.
You're right.
Tracy's gonna pitch that ass.
Oh, man. That's where I draw the line on this job.
I got ways to keep you away.
Don't do it.
Then I'll dust you.
Call him Crappie. Mr. Crappie.
Oh my God.
You don't want that cropped up, but you don't want it. That shit might be with clams and oysters and linguine and all kinds of shit.
With a little bit of KFC.
Oh, word. Look, we got to get to it. Show's almost coming up, and want to thank y'all for being here with us in the lovely city of ATL. Much love to all y'all. Come to the Tabernacle, get down with us, and whatnot. And make sure you become a member of BeReal.tv. Take advantage of the community features and the exclusive drops we're popping off in the merch. So to everybody buying the merch, as we've been saying throughout, because the merch has been going. Thank you so much for that. And much love to all y'all. Bobo, got shout outs?
Yes, catch me on the socials on X, Twitter at Eric Bobo, on IG at Eric_Bobo, on Discord at Bobo's Corner, and also Insane Asylum
thanks to everybody that's been coming out. It's been great. Tour has been great. Hope you guys been enjoying it. We have, and we'll see you out there. And big ups to everybody back home at the studio and the snacks. And we say, Buddy.
DJ Lord.
What up, y'all? Big shouts out to all the fans. Catch me on all the DJ Lord Official on my socials, Twitter, X, TikTok, all that jazz. Shouts out to the entire ATL, yo. Luda, T.I., Big Boy, Dre. Y'all need to come to the show, man. Come to the show, man. Goody Mob, Dungeon Family, come to the show, man. Shouts out to MJQ. And yeah, see y'all on stage tonight. Peace. So.
Big shout out to you guys out there, all the 5150s audience today watching the show. Big shout out to all my Instagram followers. If you'd like to give me a follow, you can do so at Trace Nunes, TraceNunes. Real simple. Big shout out again to the 5150s that we're meeting out here on the road. It's nice putting the faces with the names. Gonna get some of that peach cobbler that Lord's been talking about out here in the ATL. And a big shout out to the folks over there at the Coca-Cola factory that got a VIP tour set up for me tomorrow.
Shout out to the creator. Swallow that.